Welcome to Psychology Refresh. Today we're going to go over the 6 tips how to read anyone instantly. Make sure to watch each one of them because we have some extra bonus tip for you. According to experts, the nonverbal signals make up even 80% of daily communication. The misreading of important body language signals has caused many people to hurt loved ones or ruin a business deal. But what if you could remove the masks people wear and read the true meanings in their words so these types of situations never happen? Would life be much easier? Here are 6 body language tips on how you can read someone instantly. Number 1. Watch the legs. Legs could reveal the truth more often than you think. Research show when a person lies, he produces more signals associated with deceitfulness in the lower part of his body than in the upper part. A person can also point to things of interest with their legs just as they would other parts of their body. In the opposite scenario, pulling your legs back can indicate your disinterest. A person who wants to lead the conversation might point at the door when standing upright with one leg, for example. Whenever someone is pointing anywhere away from the other person means, I want to be elsewhere. Normal, relaxed posture is to stand with feet about the width of the shoulders. Slightly wider indicates a person feels grounded and confident. Usually, the wider the width is, the more confident a person is. Also, sitting with legs open is a relaxed position, indicates the person is comfortable. Sitting can allow a wider opening of the legs, resulting in even more crotch display, which indicates a sexual sign. Crossing your legs can act as a protective shield against people and their ideas. In particular, if the legs appear tense, and if one leg is wrapped tightly around the other, crossing the knees can indicate great anxiety or defensiveness. Moving legs also sends us signals. While shorter strides indicate timidity or preciseness, longer strides indicate confidence. Number 2. Watch the eyebrows. Eyebrows can send major signs of body language. It is very hard to control the muscles around them so they can reveal the true meaning of someone's words. Let's start with the easy one. A person's eyebrows are usually raised when they are surprised. In general, this occurs when opening the eyes wider, perhaps to better understand what is happening. The more the surprise, the higher the eyebrows are raised. An eyebrow lift is a sign of sarcasm and skepticism, as well as the expression, "Are you sure?" A person who pulls their eyebrows downward so they slope inwards indicates anger or frustration. This can also indicate intense concentration. Exaggerated or rapid movement up and down usually means something like, well, how about that then? Number 3. Watch the hands. Hands are one of the richest sources of body language, as they have 27 bones and are a very expressive part of our anatomy. Hands are often used in greetings. The most common way to greet someone is to shake hands, and there are many various ways to do it. Strong prolonged holding, I decide when to let go, indicated dominance and power, while floppy hand with a quick withdrawal indicates submission. The hand with the palm or closed as a fist can indicate extreme tension and preparation for a fight. Massaging hands together, especially when the hands are quite tense, is usually an indicator of stress or anxiety. By pressing their hands together more, the person is experiencing more tension and may also be begging for something, praying. When the hands are supporting a head, it usually indicates boredom. The stronger the support, the more bored the person is. The hand putting behind the back or inside the pockets indicate a desire not to communicate or not to collaborate, saying, "I don't want to talk with you." Touching the other person can be an act of dominance or friendship. For example, a hand on the shoulder while scolding shows that you have some control, or a gentle touch on the arm when offering sympathy demonstrates concern. If you are enjoying our content, please give this video a like, subscribe to our channel, and do not forget to turn on the notification bell. We would really appreciate your feedback. Number 4. Watch the lips. Lips can say a lot of things without words. Our muscles around them mean we can often reveal our emotions. When lips are sucked into the mouth or concealed from view by turning them under, swallowing the lips, someone may seem uncertain of what they're doing, which could be a bad sign. When the lips pucker into a kiss shape, it indicates desire. Pulling the lips inward from all directions is a sign of tension that could indicate frustration or disapproval. A person opening their lips may be a sign that they want to speak. When the corners of the mouth are turned upwards, this can be a grimace or disgust or a smile of pleasure, while turning the mouth corners down usually indicates sadness and displeasure. Biting the lip, centrally or at the side, is often a sign of anxiety. Usually, people bite the bottom lip as it is easier to do. Finally, when the lips are not pulled in any direction, they will have a position of rest. This usually indicates that the person is feeling relaxed. Number 5. Watch the shoulders. Even though the shoulders are limited in movement in comparison with other parts of the body, they can be used to convey numerous signals. The classic shrug usually represents "I don't know" and is often accompanied by raised eyebrows. Shoulders hunched up, often with arms folded tight or crossed and holding the body, can be a sign of extreme tension, often from anxiety or fear. A person's shoulders turning means they are turning away from you. If a person does this while still looking at you, it probably means they are leaving. People who shrug rather than speak for fear of giving themselves away with their words are said to be lying with shrugging. Finally, a person who is truly relaxed will have their shoulders held low, with arms that can move naturally without swinging free. Number 6. Watch the eyes. For reading body language, this is quite useful, as looking at people's eyes are a normal part of communication, as they are often perceived as the windows of the soul. Glancing at something can betray a desire for that thing. For example, glancing at the door can indicate a desire to leave. Glancing at a person can indicate a sign of interest. You can tell someone has your attention if they say something when you are looking away, and then you make eye contact with them. Prolonged eye contact can be threatening, so be careful when somebody is watching you for too long. Insecure people may not make eye contact because they are not feeling confident. They may also be lying and not want to be detected. Closing the eyes shuts out the world. It usually indicates shock and disbelief after hearing unexpected news. This could mean, "I do not want to see what is in front of me. It is so terrible." An instant glance sideways can be used to assess source of distraction for the possibility of harm. That comment is not appreciated, or simply to show frustration. Looking up may be a signal of boredom as the person examines the surroundings in search of something more interesting, or a signal of intensive thinking while looking down can be a signal of submission and can also indicate that a person is feeling guilty. Bonus tip: how to detect a fake smile. Muscles around your mouths must be relaxed with every smile, but the way we involve our eyes is different. The contraction of the muscles around the eyes only happens with smiles that reflect true, happy emotions. On the other hand, a fake smile doesn't use those muscles. When forcing a smile, we use a muscle in each cheek, called the risorius, to pull our lips into the right shape, but the eye muscles don't contract. Now we have a question for you. Which signs of lying are the most obvious for you? Please share your thoughts in the comments. Subscribe and turn on notifications if you want to learn more about yourself and understand other people better. Check out our other videos. Take care.